Hey everyone, thanks for watching. We're in Grayling, right by the AuSable River, right here at the start of the AuSable Canoe Marathon, which is happening at the end of July. Standing here with me is Justin Griffith, who is the co-chair of the event. And Justin, first, thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Vic. It's great to be here today.
All right, and for any of you who have seen the marathon start, it is really quite something. It starts to my left, and the racers come right here and get into the water in a Le Mans start where they run for about a eighth of a mile, quarter of a mile?
It's about a quarter mile for the leaders,
yeah,
and closer to half for the
people
finishing. For the last of the Le Mans starters. Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the race. This has a lot of history. It's very popular, not just within the state, but within the United States. You get a lot of racers from all over. You have a strong family connection to the race. Grandfather, uncle. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, my grandfather was named Mr. AuSable Canoe Race in 1972 for his efforts of keeping the marathon going through the 60s. And my uncle drowned practicing for the race in 1953, and he was kind of the catalyst for the Michigan Canoe Racing Association Canoers Memorial on River Road in Oscoda. So I definitely have a long history and a passion for this race, as many people do. Here in Grayling, Mayo, Oscoda, all along the AuSable River Valley, all the families and people that have been coming here for their whole lives are just in love with this race.
For those of you who have not done the race, now I'm not talking about paddling, I mean just being a spectator throughout the night until the next day, you got to do it at least once. The fans who follow this race throughout the night are a little on the crazy side.
Absolutely. We had a team come from Australia last year, over 9,000 miles, spent a good amount of money to come here, and that was one of the biggest things that they talked about was the fans. You know, obviously nobody knew them here personally, but they looked them up in the program book or the spectator guide and cheered for them as they went by, whether they were at a campground, at a summer cabin, or wherever they were. The fans are the greatest here at the AuSable River Canoe Marathon.
All right, let's talk about 9-man canoes. You're going to have 9-man canoes at this year's race.
Absolutely. The R9 or the Rabaska is kind of a Quebec canoe thing at the La Classique, and they wanted to come here a couple years ago, and we entertained the idea, got them on the river to see what it was all about. Consumers Energy, our presenting sponsor for the Canoe Marathon this year, is really excited about them, and they gave us an additional $7,500 for this year's race to go toward that Rabaska. We'll have a little prize pool. They'll be centered around the town of Mayo, kind of giving their town a little attention based around a canoe marathon event. So.
All right, let's talk about the marathon itself, which starts at the end of July every year. It's become a huge event, obviously. What does it take to be good? What does it take to be a winner in this event?
Well, efficiency is the key here. You know, there's a lot of people that come here strong, tough, young, and there's guys 40 years plus their age, women and guys 40 plus their age, beating these young guys who are tough and strong, and that's not the key. Efficiency is the key, making that canoe go as smoothly and as fast down that river as you can.
Justin, thank you very much.
Absolutely, thank you very much.
Talking about the canoe marathon that starts here in Grayling at the end of July during Riverfest, by the way, in Grayling. I'm Vic McCarty for my TV 12 and my News 26.